Oh, yeah. Can't do that. Have background music. It's owned. Well, I understand that actually, but this means I can't have background music. T-Mobile system. A fan and a heater. Yeah. Well, I guarantee you that has been figured out a long time ago, but even to you, you gotta make your own. Or if it doesn't come pre-assembled, you make your own. It works pretty good. January 1st. Really? 2015. Happy New Year, y'all. I'm glad to have made it early. Man. I lost the last two videos. No big deal. I make so many of them I didn't miss much. I stopped making so many basically because of that. Plus, I'm a lot happier. Recorded all how I got here, but I'm a lot happier. Handwritten diaries, audio tapes, now YouTube, Facebook. It's pretty damn cold outside. It ain't super cold, it's just cold. It's about 27 or something like that. Last year, it hung around 5 or 6 degrees for a month. That sucks. I had to turn that sucker up. I don't know how really long. It says it lasts 24 hours on high. It says. But I never use it for 24 hours on high. So I get what I get out of it. Well, I'm actually comfortable. It's about 65 degrees in here versus 27 outside. And that propane thing is on low. Started on high for about an hour, not an hour and a half. It's actually late for me now. I used to just be showing up at work when I worked there too for 10 years. It's about 11 o'clock. I'd be just getting in there, but it ain't quite 11. Relieving the second shift person who is always relieved. This is the third shift person who is very relieved. I guess that's why they call it relieve the person. Something like that. It always takes me a lot of beer to get to where I'm going to do this. And then some pot. Actually, I drank a cup of coffee too. The flow is always the flow, you know. It's just much easier to talk to a human than it is to a camera. And the human's got questions, so it goes different places. But the flow is always the flow. To just whatever's going on in my world, I've always done it. Now, I'm still doing a handwritten thing. But, yeah. Do a video, I know what its potential is, but it could be a nothing too. So, I just do it for Daddy and myself. Still think it sucks that I lost those two videos, but that's it. Considering ain't no music, ain't nothing but silence, you try to feel it. Y'all can think about what was said that later in your silence, but when you're actually doing a diary entry, you want to feel it. So I'm looking at this with Beastie that I'm sitting in. I love it, I love it, I love it. This is ancient compared to what they do nowadays, but back in '87, I would have been 19. No, I would have been 21. '84 would have been 18. So 3 more, 21. This was the best of the best, or among them at least. And everybody, as I was thinking, seems to have taken very good care of it. The first owners didn't give it up till they did. The second owner made some improvements and seemed to have cared about it till he couldn't. Got too old to be able to do what it does. And getting in it's tough. Seriously, it is. Especially the driver's side on this particular model. Yeah, you only need one step. That's like mounting a horse. You got one step and things to grab onto. It's a biggie. They make them nowadays. You come up the side stairs, you walk in, sit in the captain's chair, and off you go. It ain't so easy to walk in there and get to the captain's chair or queen's chair either. You know, it's kind of tough. They build them a lot better, but still, at the time, it was the best of the best. Or very similar to the best of the best. They got a late going model. They always got to be better than last year. It's important. It is. Me too. It really is important. Man, the 3 to 5 million to buy the best of the best of one of these critters nowadays, they're quite awesome. I really don't need that. That's more than I need. I was looking at a 95 model. Cummins Turbo Diesel, they damn good name. Allison Drive, that's a good name. If you want to make sure it's going to go, these things will do that if you maintain them. To tell you the truth, I mean, as far as I know, this transmission still do all that stuff. See, hopefully it's not been allowed to rot yet. I think it's a mental thing along with the cost. Yeah, mental does a lot because I'm just not willing to drive this critter, but you know, it is exactly what it always was. So, you know, this is what it was born, and this is what it is now, and I can do better before I drive something like this. So it's an awesome man cave, though, I tell you. Plus, it probably needs all kinds of work to make sure it's safe to do that after 30 years. Not quite 30. The next model I was looking at was a 95. That makes it only 8 years newer. So you always got to worry about something when it comes to a critters complex in a car. Or this is a huge car. It's basically a bus or a truck or whatever you want to call it. But, running, moving or not, there's always something. You never know what, though, especially when they got to be this old. I was thinking about the tires and the fluids. The previous owner, after the first owner, replaced a bunch of brake lines. They get old too. I'm hoping to make this unique and fully exactly what it was in terms of the lighting on the outside and pretty and all that stuff. I'd love to change fluids, See, it depends on how much it costs, because just making it pretty, because I'm going to try and sell it as the ultimate man cave. It'll go anywhere you want to. Most of us don't actually go and do it, but not know it could. We run it and we back it up and we move forward and up the block and back, and you can give it to your kids. These things ain't going to die if you do that. Kids are killing them. Even teenagers. Maybe late 20s, early 30s, you give them one of these things, they might appreciate it. In my 30s, I would have. Sure, I would have appreciated it all along the way, but I might have been able to treat it better in my 30s. Less traffic, yes. I'm not big on the party scene, even in the 30s. I turned inward pretty quick, depending how you look at it. I needed the people up to about 22, 23. I kept on having to make rules as to what you cannot do, and don't steal from me. Don't lie to me. Things like that. We all hang out in a group, and as long as there's something there, it's good. When there's nothing there, somebody's got to go, either me or them, and I usually left, or I made them leave. I ain't gonna do it this way, but the flow is the flow. Definitely looking forward to making my shot at being a spiritual healer. I think I can do that. In fact, I'm pretty sure, but you don't know until you try. And there's plenty I can't heal. Plenty I can, so we'll see how the numbers go. I need tips too. replace one thing with another unless it's of equal value or better. It's empty. Totally. The only way I've ever been able to make raises for myself in life is to figure out how to not pay others for things that I really don't need. Because they ain't paying me no more, and everybody wants more, until the only people that say I want more is those you can't live without. Everybody else, and that's not that important. And you think you're better than it is, but you see nature created you, so you can do this. I don't think it could, I don't think it will. The knowledge, it has many, 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 many things. It's possible, it's unlikely. Maybe better than roaches. Bigger brains, hands, memory, we better roaches. That's as a species. Each of us individuals, not